Hello, this is day 30 and today we are talking about something a bit controversial and it might have some triggers in it. So I'll talk about trauma that includes rape. I'm talking about the death of my mother. So if those topics are sensitive for you right now, please do not watch, okay? Okay. So I'll start not with transness, but with bisexuality. I was raised religious and I went to all-girls school. And exactly at the time that my mom died, which was 14 and a half for me, I started getting thoughts in my head. It hasn't been really clear because I was raised religious, as I said, and therefore extremely repressed. But then I started feeling first romantic and then sexual feelings toward people in my school. And I wanted to tell myself, oh, that's transference. My mom just died. I had a crush on the history teacher. That's because my mom died, obviously, and she was nice, and and it succeeded for a few years. I was 16, 17 in the heat of it, and I came out as bi when I was 21 or 2, I believe. So it held on for a while. And the same kind of happened with transness, but very different. Before I came out as trans, I dated people as a woman. And part of my experience of dating people as a woman, I was abused. I was raped. And some of it had really heavy connotations with my chest, among other things. So beside me being sexually repressed, I had this trauma with my chest. But I didn't connect it to feeling bad about my chest because there was various swelling of pain around the whole topic of my body and sexuality, so I didn't know how to name it. And only when I began to talk to trans people that are also bisexual, which happen to I haven't had in my community, I was like, oh, it's a thing, right? It's a thing? It's a name? We have a name? And so I came out as trans when I was 26, which is fairly late, I think, averagely. There are obviously people that came out later than I did, but pretty late. So right now, the main push in my life, the main thing on my mind is removing my chest. So after all this presentation, the question is, what if I could get along with my chest? Which, it's heavy on my mind occasionally, especially when I'm beating myself up anyway. So I answer maybe. I answer, I don't know. Maybe with support system and heavy therapy and all these holistic things, I might be able to tolerate my chest, maybe. But I know I don't have that money for therapy and support. I don't have this support system. I don't have this bounty of resources that I need to do that. And I know that I can't live like that. I know it's death if I continue living with my chest. So I say, maybe. I don't know. But it's not the right question. The right question is, what can I do? And what is reasonable for me to expect myself to do? Is it reasonable for me to wait until I have the money and the resources? I might never have them. I'm poor, I'm disabled. I might never have the money to do that. So what I answer to myself currently is maybe, but that doesn't say I don't need the surgery. It says it's complicated. It says I need to think about it, which I did. I did think about it for a long while, for few years. I was like, okay, let's sit with it and think about it. And I did. And I need the surgery. I hope you found that somewhat helpful if you're going through it. Bye.